Thanksgiving Day. Well, hello, students. I didn't hear you come in.
I love you.
Welcome to the Tutor's Gallery. As I was saying, it was Thanksgiving Day, and I spent the morning drawing pictures for Mother. Turkeys made from outlines of my soft little hands. I grew at the dining table. Mother came in from the kitchen carrying a large, uncooked turkey on a filthy serving platter, which she dropped on top of my drawings, ruining them. She then presented me with a fork and large carving knife, just like this one.
Oh, no way.
Cut, she said. I stuttered, confused. Cut, she repeated, and forced these heavy tools into my young palms. Mother then reached into a pocket in her powder blue robe and removed the pistol. She placed the gun against my temple,
Leg ass.
cocked the hammer, and said, cut. But before I could do anything, she swiped the utensils from me and banged the gun into my ear, causing it to ring. I heard church bells as she scolded me. You are a disappointment.
Aww.
All men are.
Got a point.
With ringing in my ears, I watched Mother attack that raw meat, carving bloody hunks from bone while feeding me. She said, maybe this will teach you how to be a real man. Real men carve their own meat. Later that day, I lied on the floor, writhing in agony from the poison bird that Mother fed me.
Poison.
Raw. It's raw. Salmon. Yeah. Wasn't a bird.
And I sat up and couldn't help but think about that poor, pathetic bird. But when I thought about it, I heard church bells. And I lied on the floor and I saw my soiled turkey drawings and a connection was made. Art and manhood. Manhood and carving. Carve. And the pain ends. The thought of this excited me. Forced me to investigate myself. In hard, aggressive strokes, over and over and over again. And when it was finished, I gave thanks. It was early on a Thursday when I first realized that I was an artist. It was Mother's Day. Petting my only friend, stray cat from the neighborhood, I tickled its neck and contemplated what to make for Mother on this, her most special day. Even though she rejected my turkey drawings, I couldn't help but think of that bird. So I looked down at the cat in my lap, and I wondered what it might look like, carved up and served on a platter. Or for that matter, framed and majestically nailed to a wall.
Oh no.
As the cat wailed, I again heard church bells. It was later that day, on a Thursday, when I first realized that I needed help with my easel. Excuse me. It was on a Thursday when I first realized that I wanted to teach. It was Independence Day. Red and white stripes waved on porches as I carved red flesh from white bone and the solitude of my foster home attic. Frustrated that neither mother nor my classmates seemed to understand my unique gift, I decided to keep my artwork a secret. But then a thought occurred to me. What if there are others like me? Not born with my talent, of course.
Of course.
But others who also craved the killer things in life. All they would need is a tutor. So I set out to teach them through a series of carefully crafted lessons, knowledge that could not be found in any textbook. I opened my classroom doors, and you came. I taught you lessons, and you learned. I would erect in you, my students, a legacy. It was on a Thursday that I first realized I needed a protege. It was Christmas Day. Having lost all taste for holiday meals, I ordered Thanksgiving and Chinese.
Yum.
And that's when I met him. He came to my door and delivered me food, asking, "Mister, why do you have no holiday decorations hung up?" And I said, "I do. They're hanging in my basement." I led him down the stairs, and when he first saw one of my subjects hanging upside down by her ankles, he trembled. It was cute. But this soon passed, and we sat together beneath her, ate dumplings, and decorated her with Christmas ornaments. I could tell that he too was hooked. We spent months together. He'd come to my studio after school, eager to learn, absorbing my tutorials with vigor and verve. I took him on field trips. We'd go out to select subjects that were appropriate to his skill set. In fact, the tongue from his first subject still floats in a jar on my mantle. Students, is it not important to flaunt the ribbons of achievement? But sadly, it wasn't long before my subject was becoming a man. He was carving his own meat without my assistance, without my permission, without my approval.
Oh no.
I realized that just like Mother, he would soon leave me. He would spoil like her rotten turkey meat. I decided instead to keep him as he was, perfect, preserved. I placed him in my lap like that stray cat, told him, "Thank you for being my best friend."
Aw.
Placed my hands around his throat and began to tickle.
That's what you call it.
How sweet the sound of church bells. My protege, my perfect subject, my friend, who would grow up and abandon me just like Mother had. So, I thought it appropriate to immortalize him by accentuating their similarities. Basically, through my creations, I would destroy the one who had created me. Blue. Blue for the dress. Blue to bring out the eyes.
Can't put blue dress on?
Red for the wig. Red to pop the lips. And finally, a loaded gun to pierce the heart. Profession. It was early on a Saturday when I realized I needed a new protege. My students, who amongst you has been a good student? Who amongst you has been bad? Who amongst you feels they're worthy to be my new protege?
I do.
I think we need.
Well, the tutor would first like to thank two of what we're calling tutor's pets, who have been exceptionally helpful throughout the entire semester. Peaches? Mistress Zdunich. You're not bad, you're just drawn that way.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Congratulations. And for best in stalking and intimidation, Miranda Angelic. I will. Best in assault and battery, Kathleen Midbar. And lastly, my new protege, best in homicide, Red. Now she and I have a lot of work to be catching up on. So I will thank you all for coming and turn the class over to Shem, the director. Another big round for all my graduates.